وكل عزيز غيره ذليل وكل قوي غيره ضعيف وكل مالك غيره مملوك وكل عالم غيره متعلم وكل قادر غيره يقدر ويعجز وكل سميع غيره يصم عن لطيف الأصوات. Here, Imam Ali alayhi salam, in touching upon the divine attributes, again negates the anthropomorphism, an attempt to make comparison between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his creatures. So, you talk about كل قوي غيره ضعيف. Whatever the superpower, whatever the emperor, whatever the person who's got all powers available to him, you can't compare him to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because he's still weak. Very simple example of that. Namrud. Namrud ordered at the time of the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, around Hilla or Babel nowadays, yeah, he said that I am God and I will prove that the garden or paradise promoted and promised by Ibrahim alayhi salam is nothing in comparison to what I'm going to make. So he ordered all his soldiers to go and confiscate the jewelries from the ladies, knocking at the door, taking all the jewelries, bringing to Namrud. So all the wealth was spent in order to build a paradise on earth. When he made every arrangement, and it was the inauguration time, and you can imagine the parade and the military officers and all are marching and preparing, waiting for the Emperor Nimrud or God/Emperor, yeah, to come and have the opening ceremony of this garden or paradise which he made, to say that, look, if Ibrahim promised you something that will happen some millions years later, I have cash. And always you see people are seeing the difference between something cash and something only promised. Yeah. وهل عاقل باع الوجود بدين. So he was ready. The moment he was trying to enter the paradise, the angel of death came to him. Get me your soul back. Please, only a minute, only 10 seconds, only one step inside the paradise. No. And he collapsed and left this life. So he's powerful, he's emperor, he's got every means, but when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to show something, and we see many differences when he stories. I mean, what about Ashab al-Fil? Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashab al-Fil? Abraha from Yemen came to demolish the Kaaba. People of Quraysh and Abdul Muttalib were unable to protect the city or protect themselves against this attack. They had elephants. They were well prepared to demolish the Kaaba. Okay? And they went further and further. What happened later? وَأَرْسَلَ عَلَيْهِمْ طَيْرًا أَبَابِيلَ تَرْمِيهِمْ بِحِجَارَةٍ مِنْ سِجِّيلٍ فَتَرَكَهُمْ كَعَصْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. Like a rotten leaf. Yeah? All these soldiers, all these officers, and even Abraha and all others. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is powerful, so everyone else is weak. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the all-knowing, omniscient, whilst The powerful is omnipotent. Omnipotent means the all-powerful. Omniscient means all-knowing. Omnipresent. So here we read that Imam Ali alayhi salam explains that whatever you look, anyone in wealth, he is poor in comparison to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anyone in beauty, he is ugly in comparison to the beauty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anyone who is generous and does charity work, don't be proud of the charitable work they do, because Ya ayyuhan nas antumul fuqara'u ila Allah wallahu huwal ghaniyyul hamid. You are all in need. You are all poor. The one who is ultimate and complete, wealthy or in no need is Wallahu huwal ghaniyyul hamid. So, kullu azizin ghayrahu dhalil, wa kullu qawiyyin ghayrahu dha'if, wa kullu malikin ghayrahu mamluk. So you think that someone who he owns, but his ownership still, because he is owned by the one who brought him to existence. And here we go to some philosophical and theological term of the attributes being either inherent or acquiring. For all of us, all in this world, whatever qualities we have, whatever characteristics we have, whatever attributes anyone has, is only acquiring, which means it is given to them. And one day they are going to lose. That is going to terminate. One day where there is a need, a time when they cease to exist. But the one who is in no need and all his qualities and his attributes are what? Inherent, part of its essence. It is not given to them. So everything else is created. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the almighty creator who doesn't need to be given, to be supported. And this is what you read in Ayat al-Kursi. Why Ayat al-Kursi is so important? Allahu la ilaha illa huwa. What? Al-Hayyul Qayyum. The ever living and Qayyum. The self-subsistent, where he doesn't need anyone else to give him the life or the qualities or the power, whilst everything else in need to him to get that power and wisdom and knowledge and whatever. And again, I remind you of one taqibat. Why we read all these? We have to ponder, we have to concentrate on them. We have to focus on, after certain salat we do taqib, we say, Allahumma ma bina min ni'matin famink. And let me be very frank about this, very clear about this. If I have a sharp memory, if I have knowledge, if I have reputation in the society, if somebody is, not me, handsome and beautiful, if someone is scholar, if someone is powerful, they shouldn't be proud of that at all. If someone is healthy, all these are bounties and graces from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala given to us. تعطي من تشاء وتمنع من تشاء. قل اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتمنع الملك ممن تشاء. You give whomsoever you want, and you withdraw from those and whomsoever you will. So all these we see them in this khutbah number 65, and the last khutbah which I chosen for today, which I'm going to spend some 3-4 minutes on that, is sermon number 152. Again, in the email circulated, this is 151, but it is going to be 152. Maybe the numbering is there. And here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is described and his divine attributes are mentioned in very, very clear way. الحمد لله الدال على وجوده بخلقه وبمحدث خلقه على أزليته وباشتباههم على أن لا شبه له. Then he goes to the middle of the khutbah that والسميع لا بأداة والبصير لا بتفريق آلة والشاهد لا بمماسة والبائن لا بتراخي مسافة والظاهر لا برؤية. And in the end, ومن حده فقد عده ومن عده فقد أبطل أزله ومن قال كيف فقد استوصفه ومن قال أين فقد حيزه عالم إذ لا معلوم ورب إذ لا مربوب وقادر إذ لا مقدور. He who describes him limits him. He who limits him numbers him. He who numbers him rejects his eternity. He who said how sought a description for him. Who he said where bounded him. He is the knower even though there be nothing to be known. He is sustainer even though there be nothing to be sustained. He is the powerful even though there be nothing to be overpowered. Here Imam Ali alayhi salam again wants to tell us and open up the ayat of the Quran where Allah's omniscient and omnipotent and being unlimited, because the space, the time, the other physical limits are only our imaginations we have. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is beyond all those limits. So he limits everything and nothing can limit him, neither his essence nor his attributes. I hope that you all enjoyed such a discussion. Of course, I know that you go back home, revise these 3 sermons, just in case for those who may see differences in the number of references. I don't know the number which is exactly there in their books, or so I give to al-Zahraa a copy of what I have chosen to concentrate on that. You read on them and it will be the beginning of further discussion and understanding about all these things which are touched upon in the 3 khutbahs of Imam Ali alayhi salam in Nahjul Balagha. And to conclude, we see that the real aspects of the Quranic references regarding Allah's existence, Allah's divine attributes, are clearly mentioned in the words of Imam Ali alayhi salam, who is the teacher of the Quran. And we have many hadith, authentic traditions from the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to tell us that Aliyun ma'al Quran wal Quranu ma'ali. Ali is the embodiment of faith and Quran always is in support of Ali alayhi salam. We don't say that just because we love Ali. No, because the only reality and truth about Islam can be found in the words of Imam Ali alayhi salam. We look forward in the following Sundays to take it further from other subjects. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.